I think Paperman is encouraging littering, because it's basically an animation about a man who throws paper out of the window again and again and again without getting a different result. One of my favourite quotes that is apparently attributed to Einstein is that an insane person is somebody who does the same things over again while expecting different results. That's definitely what we have here. However, I really enjoyed the animation style of this, and I liked the concept of the narrative. I won't say what happened at the end, but I thought the ending was a bit of a cop-out. I thought it fell a bit flat, was a little bit too forced, didn't really feel like a natural resolution to the problem that is developed throughout the actual narrative itself. I won't say how it ends, but I'll just say I feel like they really rushed it and kind of copped out quite a bit. But the actual quality of the animation and most of the narrative, they're all beautiful. This was released from Disney in 2012, directed by John Kahrs, written by Clio Chiang and Kendelle Hoyer. And we have this animation about this man who meets this woman, and then they don't exchange any conversation, of course, because this is the 21st century and nobody talks to each other. He goes to work, and he works in an office building, and there's an office building across the road. And by pure coincidence, he sees this woman, and he thinks, well, the best way to get her attention is to not wait until my lunch break and go and find her in that building, although that probably is quite creepy and stalkerish. It's to use my office paperwork, to use company property, to make it into airplanes and throw it out the window. I realise I'm overthinking it. The concept is actually very sweet. But if you're going to tell a good story, it has to be believable. And unfortunately, because he wasn't using scrap paper from the recycling bin, I just got annoyed that he was A, ruining company property, and B, littering all over the street. So I feel like they maybe overlooked some things. They could have done this slightly differently and made it more effective. But as I said, the quality of the animation, the visuals were absolutely stunning. It's done in black and white for whatever reason. Creative choice, I guess, and it works. It really works. It is beautiful to look at. I just feel like the narrative itself was a bit lazy and a bit sloppy. They tried to do a sentimental narrative, but because there are so many problems that make this completely unrealistic, and I don't mean unrealistic as in this would never happen, I mean unrealistic as in, one, a person wouldn't litter that much, two, they wouldn't use company property to do that without getting fired on the spot, three, that's not the best solution to this problem. So the characters' actions are actually very unrealistic and very unbelievable. So if I view it as a narrative, like let's say for example, I wrote this, I'm a writer, if I wrote this as a short story, it would be laughable because it doesn't make any sense. But if I watch it for the pleasure of watching beautiful animation, very well edited, then I enjoyed it. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you want to get infuriated by an unrealistic narrative, then it will work. But if you want to enjoy some delicate, soft, beautiful animation, then I think you'll enjoy it. So I'm very much 50-50, I'm very much in the middle. Parts of it I loved, parts of it annoyed me as a writer because it's a very poorly executed narrative, where the characters' actions are not believable. Nevertheless, I didn't think it was too bad. Bearing in mind it won an Oscar as well, but then, are people just looking at it for the cinematography? Because this would have looked amazing on a big screen. The cinematography is absolutely stunning. But as a writer, I feel like the narrative really wasn't well developed.